My name is Fitrat Rashid. I am the Vice Principal of 𝗞𝗲𝘀 International School. So I had one comment and then one question. So my comment to the whole board here is that we have to understand, doesn't matter English medium or Bangla medium, we are actually catering to future generations who are global citizens. So we have to have the aim of developing these students, doesn't matter English medium, national curriculum or Bangla medium, they're actually going to be global citizens. They're already global citizens. They know what's going on in the whole world. They are much more tech savvy than we are. And it does not matter if it's not limited to just English medium, right? We know all students, all children, our next generations who are coming up, they're all very tech savvy and they are global citizens. So we have to actually look at the whole global market and develop our students, our children, our children's children to compete in the whole world. So that's the goal we should be aiming at. Not just, sticking to our own culture, and I'm not saying we're forgetting our own culture and own tradition and own religion, not that. Keeping that in mind, because every home is individual, every home is different, every home a child grows up in is different. So we have to keep all these things in mind before we actually say, general statements. We make general statements. My question to the banking sector and the study abroad sector that we have is that personally, I have faced, when I was sending my son to go abroad for pathways, for A-levels, and for his university admissions, I have seen and I have gone through the problems that the finance, the banking sector has, the limitations the banking sector has in providing a student account for a child. If he is not 19 or 18, if he or she is just 16 and he wants to go after O-level, he was not able to. And we don't have any proper method to send these students who want to go earlier, who have the grades and the financial ability, so they are not being able to go, and they will have to work out a system where their relatives have to pay over there, and that kind of a system we have to work out. So whereas, how is the career counseling or study abroad institutions that we have, how are they helping with this kind of information, and how is the banking sector thinking ahead of helping out such students, or even 18 above 19 students, they don't have the financial ability to go, just by pressing on savings will not actually work, because we have done banking sessions with the students, and they are not, only 2 will probably open the account out of 300. So yeah, so question to you and to you, whether this is solvable, doable, or whether you're thinking about all of this in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. MD 𝗞𝗲𝘀𝘀. I'm working as a head of student banking in Citibank PLC. The first question from her is about there's two questions. It's related to the bank. The first one is the allowable courses for the after A-level and the financial supports. Actually, we are obeyed by the rules which Bangladesh banks like us to follow, and as per their circular, for any kind of school level course, we have to apply for the prior approval to the Bangladesh bank, because after O-level until 12th grade and or equivalent A-level any course, if any student wants to go for study, parents are encouraged or they are requested to apply to any kind of bank, to the Bangladesh bank for this level of course. So we are also concerned about this. In Bangladesh Bank, there are some, it's called like 84-hour meeting. In meetings, some banks have raised these issues, like what about the students who get like offer from the university after completing their O-level, just they offer only a foundation type course. So with this kind of course, student can save their 1 year, and he or she can directly admit to the bachelor level course. But after this kind of discussion, Bangladesh Bank has suggested us, like we have to apply separately for case-to-case basis. So we have nothing to do right now actually, because this is the Bangladesh Bank's policy. And another thing, the financial support. Most of the banks have their financial support, like the loan facility. It's a personal loan we are offering to our client, but there is a limit. It's 20 lakh taka limit. So I know this is not sufficient for the higher study cost, but some other banks actually some other banks in other countries, like in India or Nepal, they have their central bank's instructions for any kind of higher study loan. So we are also thinking about it, and we have to work, all the banks have to working together, and we have to convince Bangladesh Bank how it can be possible, because most of the students require at least 40 lakh, and sometimes the amount is bigger. It goes to 1 crore. So that's why till now we don't have any specialized student loan kind of facilities, and all the banks are also thinking about it, and we'll working it together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope, ma'am, that answers your first part of the question.
I'd like to add some information. It's especially for our all the principals, and so that they can convey to the students or the parents. In Bangladesh, we can see, because we and some other banks are the leader in the student file process. So we see most of the students come to us very much in 11th hour. So that time they faces our difficulties of making the payment in due date. It happens because normally the payment get successful within 1 or 2 working days. But sometimes it may take long, because there is some intermediate bank between our bank and the beneficiary bank, like universities banks. So student might face the queries to clear the payment, and that time it takes more than 2 or 3 working days. Sometimes it might take 10 working days as well, because they make an investigation, and mostly it happens when this kind of process, especially we saw it happens for the Muslim names, because we know they have the sanction process, so they need to clear the payment, clear the process, and they get additional information, like after making the payment, they get the full name or their parents' name, their total address, place of birth, place of country. So after passing the scrutiny, then they make the payment. So I request all the our honorable principals, and so that they can convey the message to their students. They make the payment at least 10 or 15 working days, because there is a minimum standard gap after getting the offer letter and the payment deadline.